Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is a reading for self-identified starseeds only. So if you don't identify as a starseed, then, well, you've been led here for some reason, but the reading's probably not for you. But I'm not doing them by origin because, let's face it, who amongst us has just one origin? But I'm going to do it by the one unique quality that you do have, and that's the star sign, the energy matrix of your birth chart that you chose to incarnate by. Now it's a bulk introduction again, as always. There's a timestamp down below so that you can fast forward through all this waffle after you've seen it once, because you want to watch your sun sign, your moon sign and your rising sign. And if you're in this sort of reading, I assume you're familiar with your birth chart, but if not, there's a link down below as well for that. Also, there's a link to the Facebook group for the channel, where I post not just my readings, but other people's readings, and more importantly, all the astrology videos that I watch. Well, most of the astrology videos that I watch. So you can, hey, learn along with me. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed so far. Please do subscribe. It really does help the channel. And also comment, because it's always really good to get your feedback and know that I'm not just sat here in my living room talking to a camera for no point whatsoever. But thank you for everyone who has given me feedback so far, and I am very grateful. And I'm very grateful that it appears that some of the readings have been useful. So anyway, it's a guidance reading. We will look at what energy you can be receiving, what energy you can be embodying, and a general guidance card with a good dollop helping of oracle cards to go with it. You can ask a question beforehand, but it's not really a spread that's designed for that. But try it, pause the video, think, isolate your question, concentrate it on a few moments, and see if the reading does give you some form of answer for it. But it's not really that sort of reading, so I'm not going to guarantee it. It's a lot more abstract than that, because everything that these cards will turn up is something that you can encounter individually in your own ways in your lives. Anyway, enough waffle from me. Let me bring up the cards. Okay, Starseed Scorpio, it's going to be an interesting time for you. Welcome to Scorpio Moon and Rising, if you've just joined us after the timestamp. Now, the energy coming in for you is the Eight of Orbs, clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. The Eight of Orbs translates as the Eight of Swords. So, stress and anxiety about a harvest that's not coming into being. However, I love this particular Eight of Orbs card. I absolutely adore it. There's an element of Swamp Thing about it. There's, as that woman is bound by the tree roots, unable to see her way to freedom, with the stream of change right in front of her, and the Eight Orbs around her. I almost feel like the Eight Orbs could also be an exhibition of her power, that she is wearing the roots as a defense, and she is a creature of the swamp. She is a plant elemental, just like Swamp Thing is. But don't worry, both my candles have gone out, but I've got one back there you can still see. But interesting it goes there, because it does look like a time of darkness is coming. But I don't think it's anywhere near as dark as what it's going to appear. With the Seven of Pentacles, there's a wonderful dawn over the horizon, even as this guy is examining his rather decrepit and tarnished harvest. And you're going into the, you are being asked to embody this energy in the form of the hanged man. Almost in a term of, I don't know. And being okay with the fact that there is a lot that you don't know. You are being called on a soul journey at the moment. And on any soul journey, the start of it is always mysterious, murky, destination unknown. And I do feel that your harvest, it's a creative endeavour that you have been working on, but it's all been put on hold. But it's been put, and that's what I feel, this deep freeze card here, it's been put on hold. It hasn't been completely finished. It's just been, right, you've done enough on that now. Now you need to pay attention to this. And because you've been so into this creative endeavour, whatever it was, you're left going, what, what? What do you mean I've got, but all this work that I've done, it'll keep. That's the one thing that I want to say. And the reason that I say this is because at the end, we have manifesting dreams. Let's bring that up to the camera. That way. And the three of wands. I have the energy I need to realise my goals. There's some extra ingredient that needs to be added to the mix. And it's an extra ingredient in terms of your own personal development. This is part of the plan. Lady Portia here has just turned up into your sign and the previous two, Libra and Virgo. She's got a lot to say for this month period. But there is very much a plan regarding some form of project that you was working with, but it's almost like you've got to turn away for the moment from the real world aspects. Now, that's complete opposite to what I said to Libra and Virgo, but in your case, turn away from the real world aspects of what it is that you have been working on, because you will be able to come back to it in style, but there's some form of development that is coming for you. We have the Hanging Man clarified here, which is a beautiful card, exhibited here by a man upside down in a crystal pendulum. And you go into the crystal you use a crystal pendulum to find answers and to locate things, measure energy, you know, all the different dowsing reasons that you would use a crystal pendulum. And there's almost like you are deliberately being given insufficient information on something to check that you are answering your soul's calling. You are going where your soul wants you to journey to. And I believe that you will be you'll be in a position where you can make a choice, make a commitment of bringing disparate things together through what you will learn from everything else being put on hold. Because as I say, we finish on manifesting dreams, 3 of Wands. So balance. There's more things that need attention at the moment, not just the excuse me, not just the whatever the creative endeavor that you've been working on. There are events, just as much as the wheel turns and has frozen everything at the minute, the wheel will turn again, and you will find yourself maybe a little more in the spotlight than what you are at the moment. And I believe that if it's a creative endeavor, that's exactly what you want, but not just yet. You have to balance, and you have to balance because there is some form of lesson coming for you during this period of waiting, this period of having what you was working on frozen. You need to learn to speak to the swamp and let the swamp do your bidding. And I mean that in a Swamp Thing term and not in a Washington politics term. I just want to, the minute I said swamp, I thought, oh God, yeah. There's no draining the swamp here. You want the swamp to be thriving. You want it to be lush and green. And that's what the problem is. It's not being so lush and green at the moment, but it's because your attention is being called elsewhere. And there is a choice that will be presented to you that makes you go, I haven't got enough information. In which case, follow your intuition. Follow to what your soul thinks feels even, is the right thing to do, because you will be surging ahead soon enough. 3 is a number of movement, a number of, I'm going to say manifestation in this as well, because it's the number of the Trinity. And the spell card from the Making Magic deck that I pulled for you, we have Time to Shine, which is a symbol and symbol that creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. Now, you ain't going to be able to see these golden opportunities if you're busy in your workshop ploughing away on whatever your creative endeavour is. So that has deliberately been put on hold for you to see another opportunity somewhere else that you will then rejuvenate your project or where you was going. Possibly in a slightly different way, but nevertheless it will breathe new life into it, because after the freeze, after winter, comes a spring. And with it being a stone lion here, I'm also, the idea of the deep freeze, I'm brought to mind of Aslan from Narnia, and the stone garden of the witch, where she turned everybody to stone who had opposed her or come to face her. They are frozen in stone, but they rejuvenate. They become alive again towards the end of the books, towards the end of the first book. So this period, it's temporary, but it's to allow you to see further opportunities. So if this means anything to you, Scorpio, please do comment down below. Press the like and subscribe buttons while you're passing down there, if you would, because 1 helps the video, 2 helps the channel, and I'm still a young channel, so the help is... But this seems so much easier than what I recall one of your recent readings was, Scorpio. But it seems like it's initially going to be a hell of a shock and a lot of hard work to integrate the emotions that are raised by this, because there's a lot of passion in this creative endeavor card, and all these other cards are like going, whoa. Now, you don't need that much force of whoa without having a hell of a lot of passion there in the first place. But whatever you was working on, it's going to come back, it's going to grow, it's going to change, it's going to rejuvenate, and it's going to move forward. Time to shine. Cheers.